The Wise Old Owl. In a dense, ancient forest, where the trees touched the sky and the sunlight barely kissed the forest floor, there lived an owl known far and wide for his wisdom. This owl, named Eldrin, had feathers as silver as moonlight and eyes that gleamed like golden coins. His voice was calm and steady, and all creatures, big and small, sought his guidance. Eldrin was no ordinary owl. While others hunted for food and slept during the day, Eldrin spent hours observing the forest, listening to the whispers of the wind and reading the movements of the stars. He understood the language of the streams, the songs of the birds, and the murmurs of the trees. His mind was sharp, his heart gentle, and his wisdom profound. The beginning of the tale. The forest was not always peaceful. Years ago, it had been filled with chaos. Predators fought endlessly, smaller animals lived in constant fear, and no one knew how to live in harmony. That was when Eldrin first took his place as a guide. One autumn evening, when the leaves were a fiery red and the air smelled of earth and rain, a young fox named Finn approached Eldrin's tree. Finn's eyes were wide with fear. "Eldrin," he said, his voice trembling, "I don't know what to do. The other animals are angry with me. They say I am too clever, too quick, too different. I don't belong here." Eldrin's golden eyes softened. "Sit, young one," he said. "Tell me what troubles your heart." Finn recounted his troubles. He had tried to help others, but they misunderstood his intentions. He had warned the rabbits about the approaching storm, but they accused him of lying. He had found a secret path to the river, but the badger said he was selfish for keeping it. Now Finn felt lost, unsure of his place in the forest. Eldrin listened patiently, nodding slowly. When Finn finished, the owl spoke. "Wisdom is not only knowing things, Finn. Wisdom is understanding how to act in a world where not everyone sees the truth the way you do. It is not easy, but you will learn. You must have patience, courage, and compassion." Lessons of the Forest. Over the years, Eldrin taught Finn many lessons. He showed him how to observe before acting, how to listen before speaking, and how to find the hidden paths that led to safety and understanding. He taught him about the delicate balance of life, how the wolf depended on the deer depended on the grass, and the grass depended on the rain. Every creature had its role, and every action had consequences. One day, the forest faced a terrible drought. The riverbeds dried up, the grass withered, and hunger spread among the animals. Panic set in. The squirrels squabbled over acorns, the birds fought over the last berries, and the predators grew desperate. Eldrin called a council of all animals. He spoke calmly but firmly. "Fighting each other will not save you. Only by working together can we survive this drought. Each of you has a strength that is needed. Only through cooperation will we endure." Some animals doubted him. Some laughed. But slowly, they began to see the wisdom in his words. Finn remembered Eldrin's lessons and took the initiative. He guided the rabbits to hidden waterholes, helped the badgers store food, and mediated disputes between the squirrels and birds. By the end of the summer, the forest had survived the drought. The animals were healthier, stronger, and more united than ever before, and it was all because they had listened to the wise old owl. The gift of wisdom. Eldrin grew older with time. His feathers turned more silver, his eyes shone brighter, and his presence became even more revered. He never sought fame or reward. He simply shared his wisdom freely, understanding that knowledge is a gift meant to be used for good. One quiet night, when the moon was full and the stars were dancing in the sky, Eldrin called Finn to his branch. "You have learned well," Eldrin said. "But remember, wisdom is not a destination, it is a journey. Every choice, every mistake, every act of kindness teaches you something. Always observe, always listen, and always act with a heart full of care. That is the true way of the wise." Years passed, and Eldrin eventually disappeared from the forest. Some say he flew beyond the mountains, to a place where the stars touch the earth. Others say he became one with the forest itself, whispering guidance in the rustle of leaves and the flow of streams. Yet his teachings lived on. Finn became a leader among the forest creatures, always remembering the lessons of patience, courage, and compassion. And even generations later, when young animals faced uncertainty,
They would look up at the tallest tree and ask the wind, the water, or the rustling leaves, what would the wise old owl do? Moral of the story: wisdom is not just knowledge. It is patience, understanding, and the courage to act rightly even when others doubt you. True wisdom is shared, not hoarded, and it guides those who seek it with a gentle but unwavering hand.